Am I doing like a lot of dinosaur hands? Eee! So you and your friends have just decided that you're gonna do Whole30. Good for you, I'm very excited. You're gonna feel amazing at the end. So I'm gonna show you how to make a bangin' pulled pork that uses dates for the barbecue sauce. Because there's one thing that I've learned about Whole30, it's that dates are a lifesaver. One of the things that's difficult about Whole30 is that it's nearly impossible to go to a restaurant and be like, I can't have A, B, C, D, E, F, or G make me something delicious. Whole30 is a 30-day reset where you're basically avoiding anything that converts into sugar so that you crave more natural foods. So using our secret weapon, dates, we're going to make a pulled pork that has a scrumptious, awesome, you'd never know it was Whole30 barbecue sauce. And we're gonna serve it with coleslaw that has a real mayo in it. Recipes for success for pulled pork, you gotta have it be fork tender. It has to have a sauce that's both sweet and tangy and spicy. And finally, it has got to have some differentiating textures. Super tender meat on the inside. The outside is gonna be like crispy, crackly. For our pulled pork, the first thing that we're gonna do, give him a rub. Day at the spa for him, you know? We're gonna start with salt, paprika, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, and it doesn't have to be super exact, as this is not a science per se. Coriander, cumin, and finally, one of my favorites, fennel. And then we just take these and mix them all up. Wasn't that easy? Dang! Slather it. And then this hand's gonna rub it all around. Try to make it even. We've got a nicely coated piece of a pork shoulder. At your grocery store, this could be called pork shoulder, could be called pork butt, could be called Boston butt. That's my personal favorite. When I roast it, you wanna cook it fat side up so that the fat can render into the meat. And then I'm kinda gonna give it a little home by creating a tent out of tinfoil. And the tenting allows it to sort of steam slowly while it's cooking. Make sure you curl all the edges up. I'm gonna stick this in the oven at 250 degrees for 3 hours. When it's all tented, see you later, friend. So I got 3 hours. I'm gonna go make the best of them. See you soon. Okay, it's been 3 hours. And cooking at 250, make a little boat out of your tinfoil. And that's gonna keep all your juice nice and safe. Yeah. Man, this is a beauty. So you can see it's got all the juice that has the flavorings from the amazing rub that we made. We're gonna put our friend back in the oven for 2.5 more hours. Cook up the top, get some of the moisture out of the exterior of the meat, and we're gonna whip up some barbecue sauce. The base of it's gonna be coconut aminos. It's basically like a soy sauce made from coconuts. We're gonna add a generous sprinkling of garlic and onion powder, chili powder, tomato paste. Make sure your tomato paste doesn't have added sugar, because that would be a Whole30 cheat. Dijon mustard, last but not least, apple cider vinegar. One of my favorites of all the vinegars. And then we've got the secret sauce. Soaking in this little bowl, I have arbol chilies and some dates, and they're soaking because it's gonna puree easier if they're wet, so you'll get a creamier, richer texture on your barbecue sauce. Strain. You're gonna take your dates and your chilies, we're gonna plop them in. Boop. So on Whole30, we're to avoid all processed sugars, and for that reason, dates are totally your best friend because they're going to impart so much sugary deliciousness and help the meat caramelize. It's sort of like the code breaker of Whole30. And you wanna make sure it gets really well blended, smooth, so just let it run. For 2.5 hours while your meat cooks. Just kidding. So here you have totally Whole30 approved barbecue sauce. Pork o'clock. And it smells like heaven on earth. Here she is. And it's got a little bit of crisping happening on the top, but it's gonna get way better once I add the barbecue sauce because of the sugar that's inside. Well, the dates really. And it's gonna mingle with the sauce below. But really what we wanna do is just get a generous coating over the top. Oh yeah, baby. I'm gonna stick this under the broiler for about 5 minutes. Watch it. Once it has a nice caramelized top, you can pull it out. Oh yeah, oh yeah. While the meat's finishing up in the oven, doing its broily thing, I'm gonna whip up some coleslaw. I've already got most of the vegetables ready to go, and we're just gonna toss it in a dressing. I'm just gonna keep it really simple. We're gonna add some parsley for a little bit of freshness. And then we'll add some salt, lemon juice, run it through the lemon squeezer, little apple cider vinegar. I like to go 2 acids because it adds a little bit more complexity. I got some homemade mayo and mix. It's really hard to focus on coleslaw when I can hear caramelization happening in the oven next to me. I just want to eat it. Oh my freaking yes. Check it out. The barbecue sauce has kind of like changed color and it's holding on to the outside of the meat. I don't even know if I can pick it up. Gonna add a little bit of coleslaw to my plate. Serve it all on one platter. Keep it easy. Heck yes! This is what I'm talking about. I cannot believe this is Whole30 approved. And then just for funsies, I'm gonna throw a little bit more barbecue sauce on top. Since we have all these reserved juices, throw a little of that guy on there too. If you wanna go the extra mile, you can do some fresh cracked pepper. And that, my friends, is your Whole30 approved pulled pork. I like that this looks like it's just a plate for me. Hungry. Look how nicely it's gonna shred, how tender this meat is. If you want, you can add a little bit more barbecue, a little more juices. It's gonna be so good no matter what you do. It shreds. It has sweet and spicy and tangy barbecue sauce. It's got its crispy exterior and it's super well-cooked, soft pull apart inside. So, mission accomplished. It's so good! Ah! No. I can't have you see me like this.